Pause. If you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the last day, I need you to listen to this. This is a message to all of the Muslim men out there that are constantly complaining and whining and moaning on social media. Moaning about how things aren't fair. Oh, we're getting attacked left, right, and center. Look at what they're doing to the Muslims. Oh, why doesn't anybody feel sorry for us and help us? Because they don't have to. Shortly after the passing of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq took control of the Ummah and he sent two armies out, one to Rome and one to Persia. But Muslims were extremely outnumbered. The Persian and Romans had way better technology than them. They had a civilization that had existed at that time for more than 1,200 years. The infrastructure in Rome and in Persia was set. But still, the Muslims rode out to face them. And in less than 30 years, the Muslims had defeated two superpowers, the Romans and the Persians. But how did they do this? Like I said, they were outmanned, they were outnumbered, they were out-technologied. The Arabian Peninsula at that time and the Muslims was newly unified. And here's where my message begins. You really need to pay attention. I need you to know one thing and one thing only. It's so important. Here it is. Nobody has to care about you or your situation or whatever. Nobody has to feel sorry for you or help you. You didn't see the Sahabas at the Battle of Badr holding up protest signs. You never once see them in the Seerah complaining, oh, what the Quraysh is doing to us is unfair. Isn't anybody going to care about us and help us? SubhanAllah, they put their trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. Okay, so what's the big secret of success of the Muslims in that time where they could defeat two major superpowers of their time? It was the people that they were. It was the trust that they had on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was the implementation of the Quran to their lives. It is that they followed the Sharia to the letter. It is because they implemented justice in their societies. It is the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that resided in their hearts. It was their fairness in trade and business. It was their hoping to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rather than to hang on to this dunya forever. It was their love of running their fingers through the strings of bows instead of through the hair of women. It was their preference of sitting on the saddles of horses instead of at their homes on pillows. It was their discipline of conquering their lower desires. It was their desire to create legacy, leaving something behind for the people that came after them, you and I. These were men and women that never missed their prayer. Never. These were men and women that studied the sciences. They brought benefit to the world. And here's my question. What do you do? A lot of us are just sitting on the sidelines of life doing absolutely and perfectly nothing. And we wonder why our wives don't look up to us or respect us or our children. What is there to respect? Honestly, brother, I'm asking you a question. What is there to respect? Do you want your wife to obey you simply for the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told her to obey you? Do you want that genuine obedience and cooperation with your wife? Oh, you're gonna have to work for that, man. It just doesn't show up, man, okay? We men have to prove that we're men every single second. I need you to know that you are not a man just because you got one of these between your legs. So does a donkey and a monkey, okay? Being a man is a responsibility. It is a duty that happens every single moment from when you open your eyes to when you close them. And look, this is the whole reason that I made the War Council. For guys like you that think that you're men, that you think that you understand masculinity, but you really, really don't. Come and see me at the War Council. I got something for you. Shoot me an email at strongholdofsultans@gmail.com. And I promise you, within 90 days, sometimes within 90 minutes, you will see if you are really a man or you have a whole bunch of work to do. Many men are going to be hurt by what I say. Good. It's about time you felt something in your heart. It's about time you felt embarrassed about how you're living your life. It's about time that you felt embarrassed about being mediocre and average. It's about time that you felt embarrassed about being broke and barely can do anything in your life. It's about time you took accountability for that huge belly that you have walking in front of you. Join the War Council, where we focus on the 4 quadrants of a man's life: physical, spiritual, intellectual, and financial. There is no reason why us Muslim men shouldn't be in top physical form, the most intellectually sound, and the richest group of people ever on earth. It's not about the sword. Swinging the sword is the easiest thing in the world. It's about who you are as a man. So what's up, man? Are you just gonna ignore my message? Just gonna keep on sitting on the bench of life while men that are exceptional and high value pass you by and take the best of the women? That's gonna happen. It's happening right now. Join the War Council and I'll get you there. This is not a boys' club where we hold hands and skip through the tulips all day, okay? I will break you if you need to be broken. I will teach you what prophetic masculinity is. It's not your culture. It's not. That's why you're losing. It's not your culture. It's per the Quran and the Sunnah and the example of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that is how the Muslims conquered 2 superpowers. We're talking about superpowers, but you can't even conquer yourself yet. Join the War Council. Bro, join the War Council. I got a group of men in there, high value men, financial geniuses. We got a lawyer for free legal advice there as well. Tech wizards, business owners, you name it. Look, I'm gonna let you know right now, if we men don't hold ourselves accountable today, it's just gonna get worse. What do you think's gonna happen with your kids? Honestly, have you ever thought about that? They have no example. What's gonna happen to the future generations if they don't have an example? You are the example, brother. Shoot me an email at strongholdofsultans@gmail.com and I will send you a package of exactly what we do in the War Council. And I just have one final question, brother. Are you ready to declare war on yourself? My name is Ali, and I am the founder of the Stronghold of Sultans and the War Council. The War Council started as a project on myself. I got so sick and tired of being an average, mediocre man. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now. I got so sick of hearing the man versus women drama. All the emails that I get on a daily basis from young men that don't have examples as fathers, looking to me for advice that their father should have given them. So, brother, you've come to the division of the road. What are you going to do? Stay strong, stay focused, stay victorious.